Good afternoon. This is Dr. Bobby Cothran, lead veterinarian with Aspen Grove Veterinary Care, coming to you from Fort Collins, Colorado. And today we're going to talk about puppy mills versus good breeders. I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about what you can do to determine if you're picking up a puppy or a kitten from a good breeder versus a place that's not so reputable. I get a lot of these questions on what we can do to see what is a good place to find a pet. I'll mention a few things right off the bat. One place is not a pet store. That's just a general rule that I live by because you have no idea where these puppies are coming from, what their genetic background is, or any information beyond what the pet store is willing to provide to you, which is usually pretty limited. The other rule of thumb that I always have on here is you should be able to go and visit the facility. You should not have the breeder bringing you a puppy to a Walmart parking lot to pass it off onto you. You should be able to see everything that this puppy has been in contact with. So go visit the facility, see what you're looking at. Most good breeders are not breeding 17 different breeds of animals at one facility. They're usually a couple of breeds that they want to enhance and they love and they want to provide good puppies to the world. So go and see that. See how clean the facility is. Make sure that they're being well taken care of and that everybody looks good, happy, healthy, and clean. That's a huge part of knowing that these people have a desire to enhance the breed. That's why they should be breeding, not to make money, but to enhance the pet breed that they have. The other thing is you should be able to meet the parents. Specifically for your pet, the best genetic marker that you have is the two parents that made that puppy. If you look at the parents and get to see them, see that they're healthy and happy, that's a good point to let you know that you're picking up a good dog at that time. If they're having significant issues or they won't let you see the parents, that usually means there's a problem. And that is not a good sign that they're a reputable breeder for you. So meet those parents, determine their personalities, how they interact with you, and it's a great time to just see the facility as well. The other thing is meet the litter. I like to see how the puppy interacts with the other litter mates, see how closely they resemble each other. I mean, if you get some of these dogs that don't look anything alike, you have to start wondering if this was a mismatched breeding and you're just getting a big mix of dog and not something that you necessarily want. So seeing the other litter mates, how they interact with each other, just generally gives you a good idea of how that pet's been taken care of, how well they interact, is also a good idea of what kind of personality you may want for your pet. So meeting that litter is super important. Really good, reputable breeders will also do a lot of genetic testing. There's several different groups out there that help to lessen the genetic problems that certain breeds have. So you think about large breeds, they're going to test for hip dysplasia, elbow problems, those orthopedic things that they might have. Certain breeds like Australian Shepherds are going to check their eyes to make sure that they're not predisposed to retinal issues. All of those can be done, and if they're a good breeder, they're going to look for that. Again, this is about enhancing the breed and what their purpose is. So they should be able to provide you not only a lineage of the parents, but also some of the genetic testing that they can provide so that you know you're getting a good pet. So these are a few of the things to think about when looking at a good pet. A visit to your veterinarian is also something that's important when you first get it to see how good they are. A lot of breeders will give you some bit of insurance that the pet is healthy. So they'll give you a length of time against genetic disorders, and those can be then supplemented in case you run into a problem. So anytime you do pay a lot of money for a pet, the better breeders do give you some insurance. They're not going to be afflicted with certain genetic problems. For more information or details on this subject, please visit our blog on our website.